Hello, this is Arno. I would like to make a video for the Awaken to Vibration site on the subject how to use the calls, the necklace, the caliper, and other rods. So, where should we start? Let me first answer the questions about where should I use calls. Some of you have gotten the Bernie call, the GL call. It's a 9 segments GL call, as far as I remember, with a PT beat on it. How long can I use it? That's depending on how sensitive you are and how long you can stand it. It's a friendly fractal. It's golden light fractal. It gives a calm feeling, and it vibrates loose where energy is dense. This is an aluminium call. Aluminium is vibrating in our auric layers and is vibrating in the skin. It's very gentle vibration, so we can place the call anywhere we want and see if we can feel the vibration. So how do we start to feel vibration? Depends on your sensitivity and on how dense your energy system is. Energy flows in from the top and goes down to the feet and the hands and reverse. If there is a healthy flow, we tend to feel more, and if the energy system is more open, we tend to feel more in our auric layers and sense stuff. So let's start with the call of Bernie and the caliper. How do we use a caliper? We can push it, slide it so it's closed. Then we push the 0 button to 0 so we're sure we are accurate. Then we slide it open to the value we want. For example, we want to just adjust to a GL. GL 1 segment size is 48195, so we adjust it to 4820. Oh, now I'm slightly over it. The more I move the caliper, the more inaccurate the reading will become. Below the measuring, there is a little print circuit with all kind of strikes, and when this is moving over, it's using the strikes to see how long the distance is here. If we move it like this, just try it, then close it, then you will see it's not on 0 anymore. So try to move it towards the length and check sometimes if it's still accurate. So now I've adjusted it to the GL fractal length. If I want to see if it's accurate, I push 0, then I unlock the screw again, move it to 0, then there should be minus 48.20 or 19 was on it. So in that way we can see if it's accurate and still accurate. So we adjust the right value on the caliper. Now we have a 1 segment on the caliper, and between the jaws now it's vibrating in that fractal. So we can place our fingers between, we can feel the vibration. I mostly put it to my thumb and feel the vibration entering in my system. But if the energy is dense in the arm, then the vibration, maybe we can feel it in the thumb vibrating, but mostly people are not that sensitive. We can move the caliper to more sensitive parts. We can place it, for example, to our 4th chakra. The gel is very suitable for that because it's the golden light. It's very comforting. So we can find a place where we can inject it. This is stainless steel vibrating up. It has a certain quality. Stainless steel vibrates different than the coal burning made from aluminium. Aluminium penetrates a little bit into the skin and into the tissue. It vibrates in, but it's also vibrating loose in the auric layer. If we use copper, it's more going into the skin. It's stronger vibration. This is a copper rod. This is a GL fractal in aluminium. I can use them together. I will tell later a little bit more about that. So, before telling how to use the call, I would like first to tell about our hands and our energy system. Energy is coming in and it's flowing through, or it's blocked somewhere, then the energy is dense more. You can look at the PDF I wrote about. That's in the files section. Energy flows part 1, I think it's called. First, let us work with the hands. If we have the hands, we have those chakras in our hands, and we can move the hands towards each other. Then we can feel energy between or not. Some people rub first and then feel for heat or for sensation. I just do it quickly. You can find some posts about that on the group. We are working on that. So try to open the hands and feel if you can feel the lines between the hands and the energy. That is where we're heading for. We want the energy to be feeling between the hands and be able to pull the hands. I still can feel the connection between my hands, and I can open it beside the camera, and I still feel the connection between my one hand and the other hand. Some people will already lose it here. So then we can get a sense for the feeling of vibration from our own hands. Then how can we use the hands to open up? We go to a part that is easy to feel, the heart chakra area. If we place with it with the hands, then we place our hands on our chest. And then wait till we feel the flow. It can be a heat sensation, it can be a calming sensation, anything we feel. Then once the connection is established, we start to move the hands just like with the hands towards each other. Move the hands away from our body and feel if we can feel the connection till we don't feel it anymore. For example, now I lost the connection. Okay. Then I go back again and I feel the connection with the hands and then move. Pick up the energy. Now there's lines between the hands and open it like this. Just play for it for a while and open up that area. Then this area you will feel more space. The energy that is stuck there is a little bit more open towards, and you can feel movements of the hands inside of the energy field. That is where we're heading for, everywhere on our energy system. I just explained how we can do it with our hands. Then I explained from how we can do it with a call. We can also put the call on it, and those vibrations, this is vibrating, and our energy system is vibrating with it. We also can make the same movements as with the hands. We can pick it up and move it like this and play with it. We can turn it around and play with it. Let me show you that with a rod. Yes, here I have a rod, an aluminium rod. It's in the GL fractal. One side of it is blowing energy and one side is sucking energy. This side is blowing. I can feel it. If I put my hand towards it, I feel a little bit wind and a little bit resistance. If I put it to here, it's moving more through. Bernie uses his lips for it. You can feel a blow or a suck. if we have that, we can go through your aura or slightly move over it with the one side and the other side. One side is pushing energy in, vibration, and the other side is pushing it an outflow. So just manipulate and tickle yourself. Maybe you can do it here, but you can also do it here. Just move over the finger, play with it, and if you feel something is stiff there, move it over and see what this is doing. Just gently move over it, then later move over it just a little bit above and play with it. And then feel if that finger where we moved over is getting more space. That is where we're heading to. Let's move to certain problems. For example, I have a lot of headache, and people send me over their picture, and I read their energy system. In my PDF, are some drawings where I draw where I see the energy is dense and where it's more into the auric layer. For example, if my throat is dense, then energy is coming in and it can't flow through to earth. Then I have a block here. That block has emotional meaning. Sometimes we can hardly express, or we have anger and withdraw ourselves. So we draw in our energy. If we want to make it loose again, then we can use our hands and pull it out. Then energy that is stuck inside of our head and resonating with thoughts. Yes, if there is an excessive energy, it's like a light bulb. I see a lot of people here, lots of activity. Yes, so the focus of the people is here. If I ask those people, go to your toe or go to your arm, they think about the arm. They're not moving their energy towards the arm and feel inside of the arm, the hand, or the toe. No, they think, okay, my toes, and it's resonating here. No, we want the energy to move towards the thing we want to be present in. So in that, for the energy to flow through, we also want to open up a certain area. We just showed how we open this up. Now we can also open this up. This will be a little bit harder. If I place my hand over here, and this is not a dense area, then I feel a connection, I feel a heat in a few seconds, or maybe for you in a minute. If I place it here, it takes a while. Maybe it's getting heat, but it's not penetrating in or whatever. So if it takes longer before there comes space, then it's more dense. So we want to open that up so all this excessive energy that's in the head can flow through more to the body. But there can be more blocks inside of the body. We can, in the joints and in the bows and in the finger joints, all the moving parts are sensitive for capturing energy we don't like. So for capturing emotions we don't like, we put it in, we get it in, and that's contracted, and that is preventing the energy to flow through. So we can use a call, and we can put it on depending on how long time it needs. Then it vibrates loose. But if we still have over here a dense part, then or here or in the hips, then the energy we can make it loose here, but it needs to flow through an end. As otherwise, over there, the energy that wants to remove from our body is blocked up again. So what can we do? Take a GL call and place it very close to an exit. For example, here. Yes, and we place it here, and then we take a Ra call, a Ra rod. Yes, that's a grounding. GL is called light. It's from aluminium. It's a vibration that is very fine and making it loose. The Ra is in a copper, this one, and it penetrates more into the flesh. I hold the Ra here, so I'm getting here a grounding experience, and I placing the GL coil here. So this is vibrating up, and let's see if I can establish a flow from here to here. Yes. So with the Ra, I'm pulling with Earth. The GL vibration, the heaven vibration, and the things that are shake loose in my arm, I make it loose. If this is not working, I put it closer, just as close till I can feel the flow. Then we work all the way up till I feel it all through all problem areas, all the way up, and at the end we can place it here and we can feel it flow to our hands where we hold a copper rod. If we have problems with the copper rod, it's not pulling through, we can use an iron rod or a stainless steel rod. Or we can use more mass for the GL to get in. Let's start close to each other and work one arm loose. Yes, if we have this arm loose and we have neck problems, dense area, then we can put those vibes, we can let it flow through the arm. Yes, then there is an exit, because otherwise if we make this area loose and it's stuck into the arm, it can't go anywhere. It can only go to the auric layers, but energy is reflashing and stucking again, and we want also an exit to arm and the other arm, to the legs, to the hips. Most people have danced hips. Sexuality is a forbidden area. We're not allowed to feel it. There is a lot of shame on it, and aggression and other parts are in the hips. So we all want to make that loose. We can use the calls for that, or the Ra to push it through. If this is not enough mass for vibrating, we can put on the PT beat. This will add another fractal towards it, but it also will feel like the call is vibrating more. It's got a more solid feeling. Other things are we can add more mass to it. So I showed, I think I showed the video in this video how to move over the finger and to how make the energy loose. Now we can also make a bigger rod. Yes, this rod has 3 layers. Inside there is a small aluminium rod like this. Then there is a copper rod, a 50 millimeter, and then there is an outside rod. And between those layers there is sand. So this gives very much solid, smooth vibration. This is a GL. And now if I hold this, then the energy is coming in more like, instead of the call that is going in from like that. So it gives more smoothness. If I fill this rod with rock crystals or with sand with very large diameters, it's getting more cutting. So aluminium, very smooth vibration to enter inside the skin and just in the auric layers. Copper, more into the flesh. Iron or steel, more towards the bones. The mass that is filled with it. Fine sand, smooth vibration, more structured sand, cutting the sensations. If we go to rock crystal, I have here, for example, 2 rods of BL, blue light rods. One is filled with rock crystals and one is filled with sand. I will hold the sand for the ones we can feel through the video. This is entering very smooth. And now I put the same fractal, a 12x BL fractal, with rock crystals, and now it's cutting more in. What else? I forgot. Yeah, we talked about the aluminium. We talked about copper. Then we have a brass. That's the same as on the coal of Bernie, the PT. The PT is made of brass. That's between copper and steel, I would say. It's giving a very solid, smooth, rounded feeling of vibration entering. So I hope some understanding. I could add some more to your understanding. Thanks for watching.